what would you say the headline of this story is today?
You know, I think here's the broader headline. The single biggest news story in 2018, by far, is an economic boom that almost everyone believed to be impossible.
Yeah. White House Chief Economic Advisor Larry Kudlow in an interview you can see tomorrow, by the way, at 3 p.m. on Fox News Channel, talking about how the naysayers never saw the economic boom coming that we're in today, as employers added 201,000 jobs in August, and we've still had that historically low unemployment rate. Joining me now with reaction, Steve Forbes, Forbes Media Chairman. All these naysayers, first of all, they thought we were going to tank as opposed to explode the way we have been. But more than that, now Barack Obama comes on the scene saying he's responsible for all this. And yet it wasn't his economic policies that turned this economy around.
No, it's like a coach who had 8 years of a losing team. They get a new coach and the team starts to win. The old coach says, I did that. It's quite amazing. And just as he said, entrepreneurs don't create businesses. All right, I'm going to apply that to President Obama. You did not create this economy.
Right. And, you know, the thing is, I said to Larry today, it's not rocket science. You make it cheaper for businesses to do business by lowering taxes, by lowering the number of regulations, and you'll have more business. It's as simple as that.
Well, the American people will do it if you let them do it. And for the first time in 8 years, people could get up in the morning and know that the government was not going to try to figure out a way to make their lives harder and more miserable.
And what happened with Obama, it's true that stocks went up after he came in, but he came in at the absolute bottom. Literally the bottom. March 2009 was 2 months after he took office. That was the bottom of the recession. Had no place to go but up. The Dow was, I think, trading at 6,000 back then. It's now at 25,000. So it was going up, but it was stuck at about an under 2% rate for 8 years. It's the slowest economic recovery that we've ever had because he raised taxes and he increased the number of regulations.
Yes, and a lot of that stock market rise, let's be blunt about it, was financial engineering, buying in shares, mergers and acquisitions.
And the Fed having zero interest rates.
All fine stuff, but you didn't have the real positive investment that enables an economy to grow. So new business formation starting to show signs of life. You're starting to see not only that, but investment being made. That's how you get future prosperity.
Okay, quickly, one of the naysayers was Paul Krugman, who, of course, said we were going to fail as soon as Trump was elected. He's now saying a vote for Kavanaugh is going to be a vote to destroy the legitimacy of one of the last federal institutions standing. Your response?
With him, you just take the opposite as the truth. And so when he says to destroy the Constitution, no, it's going to restore the Constitution. No more legislating by the courts. There will be judges, not legislators. Yeah. That's what he's angry about. And that whole column was a rant. Russian collusion. I mean, everything they had in their arsenal was out there.
I know.
It's a reflection of frustration. The economy's doing well, and they can't stand it.
It was a vomitorium was what it was. All right, south of the border, we've got some serious problems. Brazil, by the way, they had a conservative candidate who was stabbed, luckily not to death, but he was stabbed on the campaign trail. He's got serious injuries. He may not make it. And then in Argentina, you have a terrible crisis. The IMF, which has been a bane of your and my existence for many years now because they often give bad advice, said, okay, we'll give you a loan if you raise taxes on exports, and just the opposite of what they should do. They're also having a currency crisis. That's Brazil, by the way. But Larry Kudlow suggested that, in fact, the U.S. Treasury may try to come in and do what the IMF hasn't done. Play the soundbite.
The Treasury is deeply involved in this discussion, deeply involved, which is a great thing. And as you and I learned and others, the only way out of Argentine's dilemma is to set up a currency board. The peso links to the dollar, but you can't create a single new peso.
What do you think of that idea?
That's sensational. In the 1990s, Argentina did a half-baked currency board, which had some success, but they didn't do it right, and then it went kablooey.
It did last for 7 years in defense of the Domingo Cavallo who did it.
But every time you do the currency board, a real currency board, it always works. And so by taking out of the hands of politicians and central bankers, having that fix, It kills our inflation overnight. Bulgaria did it 20 years ago, almost hyperinflation overnight. Stability.
I mean, Argentina sounds like it's far away, but it could lead to a spiral that would involve emerging markets all over the world.
What it does is have speculators going after currencies because they know central banks don't know how to defend their currencies. So if Argentina set up a currency board or something they'd never do, dollarize, you'd see that economy start to come to life.
The U.S. Treasury, with people like Larry Kudlow, know a lot more about how to fix things than the IMF.
That's the best news ever, that they're going to go in instead of the IMF. It's like a real doctor versus a quack.
Good stuff. Steve Forbes.
Good to see you.
Have a great weekend, unless you're watching the New York Yankees.